NDIS Provider School. Today we've got a very serious conversation about LinkedIn. Yes, our LinkedIn assignments are due tomorrow and they are a complete dog's breakfast and we're going to work on them. Support worker, I'm not discussing assignment due dates with you anymore because you didn't listen the first 3 times. So, marketing guy, referring to yourself as a thought leader. Okay, a self-proclaimed thought leader with 100 connections. True speech therapist, maybe marketing guy isn't lying. Maybe he is just being aspirational. But either way, it's not honest. But whichever way you look at it, it doesn't work because a thought leader is someone who leads others in insightful thoughts. Allied health, yes, we've got to get into this LinkedIn stuff because it's the biggest opportunity for you to connect with other leaders in NDIS world. Yeah, and then they can send you participants once they trust you. Art therapist, yellow words on an orange background. Yes, that is original, but for a reason. Sil, what's with the coffee and cake photos? Yes, but how does that demonstrate your expertise in accommodation? That's true, young BDM. A lot of BDMs use their coffee and cake photos to establish credibility. Yes, if you can persuade Stu the Wizard to join you in a coffee and cake photo, it actually lifts your credibility by making you look well connected. No, it does nothing for his LinkedIn profile to be seen with you. He's just being generous to you because that's how LinkedIn should work. Yes, but that's the only reason we should be doing coffee and cake photos, okay? Yes, use them sparingly or it'll start to look very vanilla. Clinical psych, this is your opportunity because LinkedIn's your one chance to demonstrate your expert knowledge without looking pretentious. Yes, they actually do want to hear your opinion about everything on LinkedIn. But remember, only demonstrate a self-inflated ego on your own posts. That's right, on other people's posts you need to give them compliments. What do you mean? Oh, that is very kind of you, speech therapist. You could teach clinical psych how to give compliments on LinkedIn. What do you mean the business development managers don't want to be called BDMs on LinkedIn? Well, what do you want to be called? A relationship manager. It's a bit like an engagement officer, really. Except relationships aren't something that you manage. They're something that you contribute to. Yes, a relationship manager would be a manipulator of relationships. Well, if you want to be viewed as that, go for it. Sure, you can get a second opinion from the other BDMs. Still provider, why are you calling yourself a CEO on LinkedIn? Yes, well, aside from the obvious fact that it's dishonest, do you really want the attention that a CEO gets on LinkedIn? Yes, plenty of contact requests, but they're from video editors in Kazakhstan. Trust me, it's not the attention you want. Or go and ask struggling CEO. Where is struggling CEO? I haven't seen her for a week. Oh, she's hiding from everyone by working from home this month. Restrictive practice. You guys are a bit different from the others on LinkedIn. Yes, I want exactly 0 bits of authentic advice. Yes, and 0 photos. Restrictive practice, your entire LinkedIn posting is going to be just coffee and cake photos. Yes, go and ask the BDMs how to do that. That's true, that way we don't have to meet with media again. Oh, CEO, please stop hiding behind the company LinkedIn profile and do your own. Because people view the company LinkedIn profile like they view marketing guy. Support coordinator, you're the last person I thought I'd find sneaking in some Minecraft today. Why aren't you doing your LinkedIn? Then reset your password. I've heard better excuses from Plan Manager and his mum. What's the real reason you don't want to be on LinkedIn? Ah, I didn't know the other support coordinators would tease you for not having enough of a waiting list of word-of-mouth referrals. Well, once the navigators land and there's a zillion unemployed support coordinators out there, who'll be the one ex-support coordinator who's got the best track record on LinkedIn of demonstrating their expertise? Very insightful, OT. She would be the only support coordinator on LinkedIn. What do you mean the other BDMs said they'd be happy for you to manage their relationships on LinkedIn? Didn't we just cover that? Did they actually say that? No, that's not a relationship. That's a semi-veiled payment for referrals. Registered nurse, I know you want to get out there and save the world, but LinkedIn is your chance to do just that. Well, imagine if the whole world listens to you explaining how to save the world. They too can become world savers. Yes, clinical psych, just like you. Managing director, you should be leading from the front. What do you mean you do only 1 post a fortnight? Well, if you don't do your LinkedIn posts, then they'll take advice from someone else, and it could well be a BDM. Pretentious CEO, you've used the word showcase 3 times in the same sentence. Yes, it makes you sound like a robot. What is a showcase anyway? No, HR officer, that is a show cause, not a showcase. Yeah, a show cause is when young BDM is given another opportunity to explain why they shouldn't yet be exited from the team. Older managing director, what are you doing on Facebook? No, it's not 2021. Well, if you're looking for referrals on Facebook, buy a lotto ticket while you're there. Yes, lazy support worker, it could be a great idea to use ChatGPT to plan out your entire posting schedule, if you want to look more generic than a BDM in a coffee shop. What, managing director? No, that's not a referral on Facebook. That's a cat food ad showing up on your feed. No, I don't have a cat either. And how is that a good use of your time? Look, it's your 5th year anniversary of the 3rd time you met up with Slack BDM at the library. Can we get back to work? Physio, you only do Instagram. Why's that? Because you get blocked if you show off your abdominal muscles on LinkedIn. Well, your audience is 40-year-old support coordinators, so do you really think they want to see you without a shirt? Ops manager, can you explain it to Physio? I don't feel like explaining it to him again. Music therapist, I love your inclusive cultural artwork on your LinkedIn banner. Yes, but how does it show anyone that you're good at using music to help participants? Well, we're trying to use LinkedIn to establish credibility. Authenticity, young BDM. Yes, everyone's favourite buzzword back in 2022. No, authenticity does not mean whinging and whining about your boss on social media. True ops manager, authenticity does mean doing what you said you'll do and being who you truly are. True, young BDM, you probably won't learn that from the other BDMs. Yes, I guess you could ask ChatGPT how to appear more authentic than you really are. New provider, thank you for your good advice about authenticity, but I don't think it's really helping. Well, both you and I know that you have no clue about what you're doing yet. So imagine if you authentically said that on LinkedIn. No, I'm just saying that to make a point. I didn't mean for you to do it. True, you and I could both work on our authenticity. Support coordinator, that is an essay, though it is very insightful for people who want to distinguish between community access in remote areas on Saturday versus community access in remote areas on Sunday. No, that's not boring at all. What do you mean nobody told you this wasn't billable hours? Well, how could LinkedIn be billable hours? Why are you closing your laptop? Heck, it's 1 minute till the bell. Let's all get packed up. Yes, I will expect everyone's new LinkedIn profile banners on my desk tomorrow morning. Yes. Yes, good idea to email the criteria sheet home to your mum. Well, we've got all evening to find our best selfies and our best coffee and cake photos. And yes, Physio, your best AI-generated authentic photos of you climbing Mount Everest. And remember, everyone, to comment and compliment each other on LinkedIn. Let's look at our work again tomorrow.